Here we go. We got the 15-minute close on the Dow and the Nasdaq 100 and the Nasdaq Company, S&P 500, not to mention one of the big important ones is that S&P 100. It's all kind of red. We were down over 100 points there on the Dow, and what ended up happening was that it had a short cover rally right around, let's say, 12:20. 40 pennies, 40 minutes to the closing bell. We're right now 14 minutes to that closing bell, and we could see that stocks were trying to come off their lows. Google came off its low, well off the high. Okay, but we have been underwater all day, so naturally the strength in Google is going to come down a little bit because of the broader markets. We are now going into the closing bell on all of these key 4 indexes. This is the update. We had to go ahead and watch what that short cover rally would be like or not be like. And we clearly have something working as far as 608 and 613. It's still an ascending pattern going up. We still have to clear 620. We would like to see that happen tomorrow. We would like to see at the closing bell if any bigger buyers come in. The money flow is $80 million and it's 2.93 million shares going into the closing bell. This is the closing bell update. We will update the final conclusion when we get to the close in 13 minutes. Let's see if they sell them back down, or let's see if they really, if the bull is here, you would actually go positive into the close. That would let you know the bull is there. There's too much talk about Italy. There's too much talk about Greece. There's too much talk right now about Spain. Then you got the super committee in the United States that everyone is like, oh my God, what's going to happen there? Are they going to come to a conclusion? I don't know. We're down 71 handles. We got exactly 12 minutes to the close. We'll revisit it then. Here we are going into that closing bell. This is it right here. You can see how that Apple ended down. Whoa, big seller on that. Somebody cut a little bit of fat off the Google at 613, 45 million positive. Let's see. Well, wait a minute. Somebody came in about 3,200 shares. Nonetheless, 334,000 shares here on Apple, right here where the pointer is, right there, minus 231 million. And once again, folks, as that liquidation process goes, the thing of it is there's going to be a time when Apple hits the bottom. Nonetheless, there's the Dow, slightly above that 12,000 psychological level, minus 74. Nasdaq 100 minus 1446. Nasdaq Comp minus 2153. But look at that S&P, minus 11.93 handles. S&P 100 minus 5.03. We have a slew of earnings coming out tomorrow morning. We're going to conclude the closing bell. And just to let people know very quickly, this is the Dow chart. We'll just go ahead and highlight it. So we'll highlight them all here in one video. So as far as the Dow goes on a daily level, this is not a weekly chart. You're still above that 200-day and all the key daily moving averages, 200 being the most important. All right. As far as your Nasdaq Comp goes, well, you're below that 200-day simple moving average, and you're right at the 10-day simple and 20-day and about to sell through it. Be watching that Nasdaq Comp. As far as the S&P goes here on the chart, on a daily, it's testing its 20-day simple moving average. It broke below its 200-day simple moving average over here. We had a low at the 100-day moving average. On that S&P is below that 200-day simple moving average, and for short-term traders, they're going to be looking at, like we always tell you, in the short term, you must get a closing price above that 200-day moving average. We're going to conclude the 4 indexes and where they stand technically right along with their readings right here.